That's cool. Jurassic Park front license plate cover. Love it. Man, there are times when I can go forever without having vlog topics, and I feel like I have to brainstorm ideas for the vlog channel. And then you have days like today where I just suddenly have a lot of things to talk about, which is why I divide these up into multiple videos instead of making some weird giant ass conjoined vlog, because that'd be weird to watch. It wouldn't do as well for me on the channel, and because I have so many separate topics to talk about, I can actually create multiple pieces of content. One thing that I've never liked, and why I've always avoided certain levels of responsibility with the things I do, is that whenever you build something for other people, whenever you build something or take part in the building of something, you are held responsible for anything that goes wrong with it or any complaint that people have about it. Doesn't matter if you're even just the social media manager for this company or project. You individually are the sole responsible person to the vast majority of people for any problems, issues, or if they just want to send death and rape threats your way, because apparently that's what humans do these days. And it's awful. I can't stand it. And like with Call of Duty, Treyarch, David Vonderhaar, he's like the head honcho dude, and he handles a lot of the PR stuff. It would, from what I can tell. I haven't actually done my research on this, but he's like the face of it. But he's not like a core developer. Like if the game crashes, he can't just press a button. It's not like he's just sitting on a button that he could press to fix the game. But he's the one who gets the death threats, the yelling, the screaming, the I'm gonna come find your house and set it on fire. And that's totally not cool. And it's the same thing for anything else. Like, I don't know, if I build a video tutorial and someone's computer breaks down, completely unrelated to the piece of software that's totally safe to run that I'm doing a tutorial on, people come blame me. I didn't break your computer. It's not my fault your computer's a piece of crap. It's not my fault you don't know how to use your computer. But somehow I'm the one responsible, at least as far as, that dude just walked by twice, as far as some commenters are concerned. And it's a scary place to be, because you do get actual like death threats and violence threats and all kinds of stuff. And people will even go as far as to like dox some of these people and just send some awful shit their way. And it's not okay in my opinion. And it's this, we as humans are so motivated by instant gratification that we just want the easy person to blame. We want the quickest possible person to blame. Whoever we find in that position, that's who we blame, and then we feel better about ourselves. But we're making it worse. That's the same thing with people who yell at retail employees or service employees for bigger picture problems with their experience. Like if they're just having a bad day. And it's like, you don't want to get nasty with a service employee. They can fuck up your life so badly. They can spit or pee in your food. They can, ruin a product that you're trying to buy. Like, I'm not perfect. I've probably done a couple things that frankly I just don't remember because I didn't want to. I never worked in food, so I'll say that right now. But I did my best to avoid some of the bad behaviors I saw at Staples because I didn't believe in it as a general concept. And I don't know. When it comes to technology, I'm a consumer too, so I want to be treated right. And seeing people treat things badly means that I can't trust that I'm going to be treated right. But there were times when I was working at Staples Easy Tech where, a customer was really mad or whatever, and someone had to get a product from them from the back, and they're just kind of like, that one that fell off the top shelf and it's probably broken? Get them that one. Just to make their life not as easy. And it's the same thing. Like, if you're super nice to service people, generally speaking, they'll be super nice to you, and you'll have a much better overall experience. But if you're not nice to them, they can make your life a living hell. And they probably will to some degree. And it's like 99% of the time, whatever's wrong with your experience at the moment, it's either something going on in your life or something bigger picture outside of this individual waiter, waitress, retail employee, cashier. It's not their fault. Yelling at them doesn't do anything but make you feel better for that stupid sense of instant gratification. Same thing with everyone who lashes out on social media now. Like, I thought people treating service employees was bad. People who lash out on social media has gotten so much worse because of the anonymous abilities. I never know how to say that word. Anonymity. I don't fucking know. And the fact that it's so much easier to just sit there and type something nasty on a keyboard and not think how it actually affects like a real person. And I can't stand that culture. And this is why I'm afraid to actually like put together big things that could create value for people, but would also make me a target for being blamed for anything that goes wrong. Do you find the first easiest person to yell at? And okay, real quick, my connection that I had made for this was in my last discussion about GameStop. I'd mentioned when I worked at GameStop, before I was fully educated on the issues, to me it was GameStop that was ruining the games market. It was GameStop that was pushing all the pre-orders, pushing all of the Day Zero DLC and all that stuff so they could make money, and that's what was screwing with the game industry, when it was already the game industries and the publishers pushing pre-orders and relying on pre-orders and that kind of thing. And GameStop was just doing it in order to stay relevant, stay in business, and to capitalize on it. And thus how they gained so much success so quickly. It was the game publishers' practices that were the problem. GameStop was just a conduit, a messenger, a symptom of the bigger picture. But me at that time, since I didn't feel, I was ignorant on the issue, and I was at the time, I guess, too lazy or just hadn't bothered to fully become educated, or the information just wasn't available on the issue, I just blamed the easiest person, the one right in front of me, GameStop. So, do you do that, or do you take the time to figure out who's actually to blame and center your whatever frustration, anger, or whatever on them? Interested to hear your thoughts. This is a bit of a shorter one. I've got to run to the library. I am sweating. I am hot. I got to get out of this car. Leave me comments down below, and I will see you in the next one.